You're welcome, YouTuberverse. I am speaking to you. Stop focusing on the time as a number. Why isn't anybody focusing on the content you're viewing? Hey guys, I want to spill the tea with you on the latest that cancel culture is trying to take away from makers and crafters. And it's proverbial tea in my case because this is coffee, so we're going to deal with it. They are trying to say that we need to quit social media. We need to quit Instagram because it is creating a toxic environment in our brains that's not letting us create. I clicked on one video and so now I'm getting them constantly. Full disclosure, I am not speaking about having a toxic relationship with it. If it is inhibiting you in any shape or form in a negative way, you absolutely need to do what you need to do. Detox, quit it, whatever. But I'm just talking from a maker standpoint about how everyone says it's affecting you creatively. As a knitwear designer, I love watching knitting videos, podcasting videos. I don't care if you're a knitter, a crocheter, a spinner. I don't care what you do. You make something with yarn, I'm probably going to watch it. I find my joy and my inspiration from social media. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm not on TikTok, so I can't speak for TikTok, but the rest of them I'm on, and I spend quite a lot of time on them. If anything, it increases my time that I make and craft. I draw my inspiration from that. It makes my heart full and my mind full of ideas. I think we need to stop focusing on the time as a number. Why isn't anybody focusing on the content you're viewing? I pulled up 10 different videos, all made by knitters or crocheters, and that were published in the last 2 days. They all focused on the time. The time spent on social media created a bad environment in my head that I couldn't make. I didn't want to make anymore. Why isn't anybody focusing on the content you are viewing to get that reaction? It drives me crazy, and I just had to get it out because I just have to talk to somebody about it. So you're welcome, YouTuberverse. I am speaking to you. I surround myself with things that make me happy, things that make me want to create, things that sort of spark an interest in my mind. And if I see things that don't, or that sort of frustrate me, or if there's certain people that are constantly posting things that maybe I don't agree with, or maybe, and it's not necessarily that you don't agree with something. Everybody can agree to disagree. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. But maybe some people that look down on others for not agreeing with them, that I can't deal with. You can unfollow those people. You can block those people. You can tap those little 3 dots on Instagram and say, I want to see less of this. Or on Facebook, I want to see less posts like this. Why are we focusing on a number? And this also comes from the homeschool mom in me that is driving me insane when I, take my daughters to the doctor, for example. The first thing they ask me or them, how many hours a day do they spend screen time? And my kids are homeschooled. They both use online curriculums. The primary source, probably about 2/3 of their school, comes from online, and the rest is supplemented by me. They don't care that majority of that time that they're spending in front of a screen is for school and is learning. Now, 3/4 of the people Elizabeth follows are younger individuals, which this is amazing. One of the amazing tools that social media has. They're younger individuals, teenagers, 20-year-olds, talking about new discoveries. Anywhere, space, plants, a new animal. She'll watch that for hours some days, and then she'll come and she'll tell us about it. I don't consider that hours spent in front of a screen. I consider that hours spent learning. Sophia is almost 10. She looks up tutorials How do I do this? I want to do this on a game I'm playing. How do I do it? I know where to look it up. She also recently, and this drives me insane because I don't do this, but it's fine. It's great for her. All of the TV shows we watch, she looks up theory videos. I just think that social media has so many more positives to offer than negatives. And I think we need to focus more on the content we're exposing ourselves to. If we surround ourselves with negativity, of course you're going to feel negative. That's going to happen. If you surround yourself with things that spark joy and happiness in yourself and a strive to want to make and create, and that's great. You know, something I started doing a couple years ago, about every 6 months to a year, I will go through who I follow on my social media or who I'm even friends with on Facebook, and I'll weed out, like, I don't even know these people anymore. I have no idea why I am friends with them or why I follow them. And then when I see something repetitively on my feeds that I don't like, get rid of it. We have to take action, and we have to take action in a positive direction. So why aren't we? Why aren't we talking about the content, people? Screw the number, screw the hours. I've probably spent, I don't know, 6-7 hours in front of a screen today. Am I a bad person? Do I feel less of a maker? Do I feel drowning by things? No, because I surrounded myself with content that brought me happiness and that brought me a strive to want to create and to want to be better. I want to know how you feel about this. I want to know your thoughts. Tell me, have you heard of this latest cancel culture trend where makers are encouraging each other to quit social media in order to get their spark back? Have you heard of it? Are you partaking in it? My comments are a safe space. Just be respectful to others. That's all I ask. But I do want to know your thoughts. Do you agree that maybe we should focus on what content we're viewing rather than a time spent? Or do you have another theory? Please tell me. I want to know. I want to know what other people are thinking about this, because I feel like there's a lot of content creators out there that are just making these videos and focusing on the time because it's the popular thing to talk about right now. Well, that's not how I feel. So I'm going to maybe talk the unpopular opinion here. But I think we should focus on the content. That's just my 2 cents. And I had to talk to somebody about it. So I have wrestled you guys in and spilled my proverbial tea. So drop me a note in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on canceling social media for makers. Is this drowning you? Is this making you feel less of a maker? Is this stifling your creativity? If so, let me know why, in the comments. I want to hear. And, based on the feedback I get, maybe I'll do a follow-up video on this and we can continue our discussion through my little chatty videos. So I'm Katie, host of the Katie Knits podcast and Katie DeGroff Knits. Subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when I post another video, and let me know what you think about canceling social media for makers.